Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. This video podcast is going to be based on Manchester United's latest news, transfers, the speculations that surround Manchester United in terms of, getting a new manager for the upcoming season. Yeah, this is going to be quite a ramble video. So expect this to be like, I don't know, like 45 minutes to an hour. So go get the popcorn. I know it's kind of young in the day, but go get the popcorn, go get the champagne. Um, so with that being said, a few things. Manchester United is out of action for the next couple of weeks. So we have a game on the 2nd of April, I believe. Man, if that was on the 1st of April, that would just put the paint all over Manchester United saying, this club is really a fool. This club is really a fool. Yeah. If Manchester United played on the 1st of April, man, person are going to say, this is a match made in heaven. Manchester United should marry April 1st because they're a fool anyway. Yeah, so the first piece of news we have right here. Oh, stop right there, stop. No, I'm not a English supporter. I'm not an English supporter. I don't support England national football team. But this is not new to England because some of the choices and decisions made by the English coach, not coach, but English manager, is really questioning. As far as I'm concerned, Luke Shaw has been called up for the England squad. Luke Shaw hasn't played a game since, I don't know, last 3 weeks or something like that. So my man is dormant on the bench, but he gets a call up anyway. And Harry Maguire, surprisingly, has been called up for the England national side. And more surprisingly, Jadon Sancho has not been called up. Jadon Sancho has been on smoke for the last couple of weeks to a month. Why is he not called up for the England squad? Why is he not calling for the England squad? He's arguably the best English wide man in the league, bar Sterling. And he hasn't been called up. Sterling has been called up. And even between the two, Sancho is a better player. Technically, mentally, his decision making is on point. You see me? So I don't understand why Jadon Sancho has been left out in the win of not being selected in Gareth Southgate's squad. Is there like a prerequisite the man have to fill out to join your squad or something, man? No, I can understand that Rashford is left out. Rashford is again, bro. I've said this before, but I want to say it again. Rashford has lost his way. He's lost his way. He's just a boat without a sail right now. He's a headless chicken right now. He's prioritizing stuff off the pitch, trying to become like the second Mother Teresa by helping out children, and he's no female. He needs to prioritize his football. For the past almost 2 years since the COVID, he has taken up a side hustle that is now his primary hustle. He's making football like a side hustle now. When he's playing Marcus Holland, when Rashford is playing right now, my man, my man is just on the pitch like, well, I'm getting my 200 bucks, 200 large each week, so I don't even have to put in a shift. This is the same brethren that was in comparison with Kylian Mbappe, and Kylian Mbappe is clean man. He's playing good football. To the fact that Mbappe is leading the best players currently in PSG. He is the prince of PSG. Kylian Mbappe is the third top scorer not in the Premier League. He's the third top scorer of PSG's history. Now, given that PSG isn't a big club, so that's nothing to beat the drums about loudly, but still, that's quite a shout. And he's just 22, turning 23 soon. And you have Neymar, he's babysitting. He's babysitting Messi, Apasi Messi. He's babysitting Di Maria. Speaking of that, I know, again, like I told, this is going to be a long video, so be aware of that. Go get your food, sit down, enjoy yourself. So I'm going to be going on to a few digressions. PSG lost 3-0 to Monaco. This is a sign, this is a great indicator that you can sign the best players. You can sign the best players. You could sign Maldini, you could sign Ronaldinho, you could sign Baresi, you could sign Totti, you could sign Lanzini, whoever it is. If there is not an implemented system that presides that side is not going to be a winning side. Now it's funny that PSG is still on top of the league, so they have room for error. But PSG is in hot water right now. Persons are saying, stop Pochettino. We don't want to. They're, of course, they're saying it in French. We don't want Pochettino as our manager. He doesn't know how to manage Messi. Now Pochettino is linked to Manchester United for a long-term deal. I'll say this. Pochettino should have come. He should have. Excuse my English. He should have come to. My English is so bad. He should have come to Manchester United when he got sacked. In fall of 2019, when Pochettino was sacked, he should have come to Manchester United, or at least wait until Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finishes first full season, and then that would give Manchester United a justifiable reason to get Pochettino to fill in for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so Ole Solskjaer can go on his way back to Norway. We didn't want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for a long period of time. He was there to settle the boat, to settle the catastrophe that Mourinho left Manchester United in. And because of the good form that my man was on since late December of 2018 to the early part of 2019, Manchester United bought that. They were scammed, They were scammed. That was false pretense. Yeah. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sold Manchester United a dream. But everybody knew that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wasn't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for Manchester United, my man wouldn't be linked to no Barcelona or no Bayern. I don't even think he'll be linked to Burnley. I don't even think so. But because he's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he gave Manchester United the last minute winner against Bayern 20 years ago or something like that. No, it's I think 22 years ago. So, something like that in 1999. So I guess he's a legend, but Pochettino should have come in summer of 2020 at least. At least. Now Pochettino is in hot water. Listen me, the writing is on the wall for him to leave PSG, or he can get the sack himself. It's better if he be proactive and say, you know what? I'm going to raise the white flag right now. I'm going to concede defeat, and I must say this. I'm going to leave Paris Saint-Germain because maybe I cannot deal with the big egos here. I don't think I can handle it. Yes, I used to play for PSG back in the day, but this is not back in the day. This is current state at PSG. So it's best I leave as the manager and go elsewhere. I'm not saying that Manchester United doesn't have big egos themselves, but at that, in comparison with PSG, man, that's a different animal. Mbappe is leaving PSG for Real Madrid after the season. So PSG is a sinking ship currently. The president is looking to leave that club. Leonardo, their director or something like that, is looking to leave the club. Neymar and Messi, I don't think they're going to stay for next season. I really don't. So my thought on Pochettino coming to Manchester United, I'm undecided right now. I question his ability to work with big egos. That's one of the biggest question marks I have for him. Are you able to manage the big? Because if you believe that Messi and Neymar's ego is big enough, Paul, have you met CR7? This is a brethren that is on that. Yes, CR7 is 37, but this is a brethren that has basically conquered not only football but has conquered success. Period. He's the most followed person on Instagram. He has a stadium not a stadium, but I believe he's going to have a stadium in the future. I believe that. But he has a statue in his home country. He's rated highly in his home country. He's probably the second most important person in Portugal, and he's not even in Portugal. He plays for Portugal, and he's Portuguese, but he's not in Portugal. This brethren has a gym, he has an airport, and he's looking to have other investments. So if you believe that you can, work this out, Cristiano Ronaldo is no hurricane. You worked with Hurricane because he was a humble youth, and he grew when your hands were around him, because you knew what he was like when he was growing up. Matter of fact, he's an Arsenal reject, Hurricane, but you saw him, his uprising, his coming in. You were the reason why he's Hurricane today. But this is a CR7, man. Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, Rashford, Sancho. They believe he can handle these egos? Because they're not no docile, fragile egos, man. Well, some of them are fragile in the sense that if you say anything critical to them, they might get bent out of shape. Why you talk to me like that? You should not be talking to me like that. I'm good. I'm a good player. I should be starting. Can you handle that pressure? Can you handle that pressure? So the loss against Monaco for PSG sends out the reality that it doesn't matter who you sign in the transfer window. It doesn't matter who you sign in the transfer market. That brethren could be Ronaldinho in 2006. If there is no implemented system to push forward that side is going to crumble. That side is going to subside, as some may say. Manchester United, yes, we have improved under Ralph Rangnick now in terms of a system. We have seen the press. Some players have performed at their best. CR7 got a hat-trick in his last Premier League game after having about 10 clean sheets against side like he's a goalkeeper or something. So he's broken his ducks. He's no goal scoring virgin no more. So he's in a decent form right now, but still, this is a brethren that's 37. As good as he was back in his day, he's no immortal being. His batteries go run out at some point. So these are some stuff I question about Pochettino. Is he capable of managing? Because he's failed at PSG. Pochettino, he's failed at PSG. I don't care what trophy he's won. He could have won the Farmers League trophy, the league title. My man got knocked out at the round of 16. PSG has not laid hands on a Champions League trophy ever in their history. Never. And this, with the squad that PSG had, Donnarumma, Ronaldo, Di Maria, Icardi, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, all of those names, he has failed to go to the next round in the quarterfinal, leading to the semi-finals and hopefully the final. He has not done what was vital to the standards of PSG. So are we going to accept sloppy seconds of Pochettino because he fell prey to failing at PSG? Are we going to just collect the scrubs like that? Again, he had the choice to come to Manchester United. If he came then, we wouldn't be in this predicament we'd be in right now. He knows the Premier League. He's worked well with Southampton. Did well with Southampton, given the squad they had. He did well with Tottenham Hotspur. Almost led them to our first Premier League trophy in 2017, I think. Something like that. Yeah, man, so he knows the Premier League like the back of his hand. But that didn't go as planned in France because he didn't get the chance to advance to the next round in the Champions League. So leave your comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say on Pochettino. Do you want Pochettino to come to Manchester United, although he ignored or rejected our offer in the first place? But no, my man is catching smoke. He's not doing well at PSG. You want him to come to Manchester United? Because that means he left us on the back burner. Pochettino. He said, you know what, I'm gonna go to PSG. I'm gonna leave Manchester United, but I'm interested in Manchester United. I might go to Manchester United, but not now. If anything go wrong, I can always pull up with Manchester United. I know they have a contract run and ready for me, so I can just put pen to paper and just sign it. But for the time being, I'm going to PSG. I want to work with Messi. I want to work with the best. You know, I'm gonna leave Manchester United on the back burner for a bit. So, do you want Pochettino to come to Manchester United? The next piece of news we have here. Hold on. Manchester United fans questioning why Ralph Ragnick has made surprise trip to Barbados. Maybe he wants to check out his babe or something. He has a Caribbean babe or something. Why you want to be up in the man's business like that? He ain't your family member. Oh, he was spotted at a cricket match in oh, I guess he's oh, West Indies was playing against England. This man is out of his depths, man. This is not the English national football team playing. This is the cricket England side playing. At least go to Wembley. Well, you don't have to go to Wembley because Wembley is down there, so and you're in Manchester. At least go to, whatever stadium England will be playing against and watch Harry Maguire. Watch your players. Question why Jadon Sancho was not selected. Jadon Sancho should have been selected, man. I can't think of any more this dude has to do or whatever to get into the squad of Southgate. But you don't want any fashion-driven, entertaining players. You want your boring, bald, broccoli players that just run in a wall like Rashford. But Rashford is out of form, so you ain't go pick him. But you have Sterling. Sterling does that. So you leave Sancho in the cold. You didn't bring him into the fold of your squad. Again, bro, so me guys, and let me say this about Harry Maguire, yeah? Because I'm not finished with Harry Maguire's grill yet. It would be best, I don't play the... excuse me, see, the mentioning of Harry Maguire has had my throat in disrepair. You have to understand this, man. Harry Maguire has not done anything to be in the England squad. It's best if you took me and I don't even play defense. I don't even play professional football. I don't play for England. I was born in England. But at least bring me to the England squad. I've done more, at least as a fan. I've done more than Harry Maguire has done for Manchester United when he's playing. So it's best if you took me. This brethren has put Manchester United in different states of jeopardy. We've lost, we have conceded because of Harry Maguire. This brethren is the Real Madrid version. No, he's the Jonathan Woodgate version when he was at Real Madrid. If anyone asks the Spurs fans, they had Woodgate for a bit. Ask them what Jonathan, not Spurs, but ask Real Madrid fans what Jonathan Woodgate was like at Real Madrid. They will tell you that what Harry Maguire is for Manchester United now, Jonathan Woodgate was for Real Madrid back in the early 2000s. Ask him. They'll tell you. This is Manchester United's captain, Think of the captains that have been at Manchester United. From the days of Brian Robson to Wayne Rooney. I think Rooney is our last proper captain we've had. Even though some person believe that the captaincy, when the captain armband went on Rooney was like a beast in a cage because he had to tame himself and not get sent off. Because everybody that knows Rooney is just a rugrat man. Rooney's a runaround cat. He's a bully. He's very combative. He's aggressive. He's competitive, and that's Rooney. So some persons believe that the captain's armband on Rooney basically domesticated him a bit. Relax yourself. We know that you're getting old and everything, but relax yourself. Just get your captain's armband. We'll give you a new contract because we knew that you want to leave. So we'll give you a nice, meaty contract. Be our captain, Rooney. Be our captain. So yeah, man. Don't be worrying about where Ralph Ragnick is. Again, Ralph Ragnick, I guess he has a thing for cricket, which is good. But it's best if he went to when England is playing, whether it's at Wembley or wherever, and see how Harry Maguire and other players that are playing for that are Manchester United players like Luke Shaw are playing. Pick up some nuances what you're noticing. Again, man, Harry Maguire should not be starting for Manchester United. This Bridging is going to retire, telling his grandkids, if he has any, but he's going to be telling his wife, he said, dear, you know that I'm the great Harry Maguire of Manchester United. I captain players like Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm pretty sure that you're following on my Instagram, although I don't like it. But hey, I can't do anything about it. I captain players like Paul Pogba. I captain players like Bruno Fernandes. The great Bruno Fernandes looked up to me as a player. I was his captain. Youngsters like Rashford, who ain't getting so young no more, looked up to me. Youngsters like Lingard, who is not young in any stretch of the imagination, looked up to me. Sancho looked up to me. Marcel, he screwed off himself to Spain. But they looked up to me. They looked up to me. I'm their captain. They look up to me. So yeah, he's going to rub it in a few fans, his few family members' faces when he retires. This is like a big moment for Harry Maguire. Again, he should not be nowhere. He should be captain. He should be nowhere near the premises and properties of Manchester United. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Go give him a mattress and send him down a road or something. He shouldn't be nowhere Manchester United. No. This Bridging is a menace for Manchester United. He's a villain spy that's trying to put Manchester United out of the top four, isn't me? This Bridging should not be nowhere near Manchester United. And he's gonna cost us more if Ralph Ragnick doesn't have the cojones to drop him. He's dropped Lindelof, he's dropped Varane, although I don't think it's more like drop, it's more so like he got injuries, so you can't play with injuries, can you? So my man is dropped from the start, but let me see this. Gary Neville makes Marcus Rashford admission after talk of Manchester United exit. Like I told you guys, I'll be all over the place, so I hope you guys are enjoying so far. And by showing your enjoyment and your satisfaction, show that in the language of liking the video, hitting that thumbs up. You see that thumbs up? Hit that thumbs up. If you don't like the content of this video, hit the thumbs down. Hit the thumbs down and leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share it to the other person that's a Manchester United fan. I appreciate that. Now, let's move on to the next piece of news. Give me a second. Gary Neville makes Marcus Rashford admission of the talk of Manchester United exit. I just mentioned early in this video podcast that Marcus Rashford has lost his way. He's lost his ambition. He's lost the fire that was burning in his belly. Rashford, when he came on the scene, was playing with an intense, enthusiastic behavior. He was very enthusiastic. When he came on the scene, he got 2 goals in the EuroLeague at the time. Pretty much, I think it's 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. It was in March, I remember, but I can't remember the size. Some small side, but anyway, he got 2 goals against Arsenal, 1 against Man City at the Etihad Stadium. He got a goal against West Ham in the FA Cup, I remember vividly. And he got some goals in his first debut games for England. So Rashford, from his burst on the scene in 2016, he has never. His oil starts to run out in 2020. Some may say, man, I blame COVID for why Rashford is out of form, because you have to be informed that in 2020, when the COVID came on the scene, Rashford since 2016 was playing very well, and because of this COVID, Rashford is no longer the same. Don't blame COVID for the poor form of Rashford. Rashford knows why he's not in form. Again, he took up a side hustle helping children to get some food, which is very commendable, but justice of the peace, You're no David Livingston. You're no Mother Teresa. Don't be doing that, bro. You're a football player. You're in the young state of your career. You should not be doing that. I mean, not to a large degree where it's hampering on your form, because it has hampered your form, and you know that. I don't need to tell you that, man to man. Yes, injuries played a part. You played a half full season, if not almost a full season, plagued with injuries. So they could say that played a factor. But at the same time, the ultimate reason why you're not in form is because of your priorities. You have lost the priorities, and because you've lost the priority, your proper primary priorities, you have lost the way. You have lost the way. There are players that you used to be better than that are now better than you. Persons were saying that, Rashford, I think Rashford is better than my Mbappe. Mbappe is good, but Mbappe is not better than Rashford. But I always believe that Mbappe is better than Rashford, not because I support France, because I do, but it's just that Mbappe is better than Rashford, man. Rashford, Mbappe, I'm pretty sure Mbappe is no knucklehead, but I'm pretty sure he helps children with a $5 here or there, but he doesn't make it his main goal. He does make it his secondary career. So with Rashford, man, personally saying that Rashford is looking to move from Manchester United. The thing is this, man, Rashford, if Rashford moves from Manchester United, he's not going to have no Rashford is not going to be in English papers as much, because he's not going to be playing as well as he used to before. Rashford is in a poor state of form right now. Poor. He's poor. His form is stink right now, Rashford. I wouldn't even say a loan would do, because I don't believe the side that will want to loan him, if any sides want to loan him, are going to be able, or maybe they're able to pay his wages, but they're saying, no, I'll give you 100k per week, but I ain't go pay you 200k per week just to have you one season as a loanee. I ain't go, no. Go get a full transfer somewhere, or somewhere else, but we're not going to take you as a loanee for $200 per week when you're a loanee for one season. I don't even think no. So right now is a good time for him to play, to probably go his own way, Rashford. He's lost his way. It's sad because everybody had high hopes for Rashford. He's a Manchester United lad, came through the ranks of the academy, came out as a striker. Person were saying this was you that was going to lead Manchester United forward. And even as a forward, he can't be even scoring goals. I can't even recall I think the last time he scored a goal was against Bedford some months ago, or a month ago. Desperate times have to call for desperate measures, man. We have to let him off of the wage bill, Rashford. But leave your comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say about Marcus Rashford. Do you want this dude to stay at Manchester United? Do you think he's going to restore, rejuvenate, and revive his career? Or he has to go somewhere else to revive his career? Comments down below. The next piece of news I have here. Hold on, give me a second. Pochettino slams unacceptable PSG display as pressure mounts on Manchester United target. Pochettino knows that he's in a hot pot of oil right now, isn't he? He knows that he's getting heated up right now. And because he knows that, because see, person may say, well, I believe that Pochettino should not be blamed for the PSG loss. You have a point, but you have to understand that although the players are playing the game itself, there is a big man that those players are deferring to. There is a person that's presiding over those same players. And the reality is this, even if it's not the manager's fault, in the grand scheme of things, When something is not going right with a group of players, there is one person that is going to be held to blame, and it's not going to be the players. It's not going to be the players. There's going to be one person ultimately, because like you can sell 11 players that started and they lost 3-0 against Monaco. The easiest way and the most rational way is to look at the person that is in charge of those same players and get rid of him. You can't get rid of 11 players just in one go. So, okay, I'm a good person at heart, is me, when I'm good and ready, right? But I'm going to give Pochettino a second try. I'm going to give him a second chance. I'll say this. After this season, I would like to see Pochettino at Manchester United. Yeah, I would like to see him at Manchester United. For the better of me, I cannot see any better person out there other than Zinedine Zidane who might go to PSG and manage that side and win them the Champions League. Zidane has already rejected us a couple times. I don't even think he wants to come to um, Manchester United, although he's worked with CR7 and I'm pretty sure players like Pogba, Sancho, great players that they used to look up to Zidane when he was in his heyday as a player. I don't think my man would want to just go to Manchester United like that, knowing that if my man is in hot water and loses first two games, Manchester some other Manchester United fans or the English media is going to be on his back saying, "Is Zidane the right man? Zidane should be sacked." Zidane, after two games, and the man lost two games. Now you want the man to get sacked. This is the reason why persons don't want to come into the Premier League and manage, because they know that the English media loves drama. Now, mind you, the Premier League is full of drama in itself. When Watford is winning aside in the dire minutes of a game, whether it's Man City, Manchester United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, that's drama in itself. But you don't want to put more drama in the media and saying, Zidane lost two games in a row. Is he the right man for Manchester United? This is why the English, again, I love the Premier League, but this is why the English Premier League, some good managers don't want to come to the Premier League. Take Conte, for instance. Conte has caught hell with Spurs. And he's gotten the way what Spurs is handling. Well, I'm pretty sure Spurs handling their business right now. Is me Kane scored a couple of goals. Is me against us. Not a couple, but I think he got a one goal or something. But anyway, Tottenham is kind of doing better right now. That's what I'm trying to say. But the fact is, when Conte came to Spurs, it's not like he got the ball rolling like that. It's not like he got the ball rolling like that. So even the English media has gotten Conte to be saying some damning stuff, which some person may say it should have been said anyway, because he's been truthful. He's expressing his true raw feelings, his true raw emotions. Yeah, but some persons are saying those comments probably could have gotten him sacked or moved as manager. This is because the English media is trying to pop up corn that they have no belonging to. You see me? So, again, I don't want to get into all of that mix up, but you guys know what I'm saying. Messi was missing with illness, okay? And but Mbappe and Kylian, Mbappe and Neymar also endured days, what they were given days off or something? I don't even know what. Anyway, let's go back to the camp of Manchester United, shall we? I want to finish this about in the next 6 minutes. David De Gea's potential replacement speaks out as Manchester United keeper suffers fresh setback. What happened to David De Gea now? Oh, David De Gea has been left out of Spain squad for the upcoming friendlies as difficult season for club and country continues. It's excuse me. It's fair to say that someone has jujued Manchester United. Like they threw black magic on Manchester United. Mason Greenwood hasn't played football since January because he's assaulted his girlfriend. Manchester United has been in unpredictable, inconsistent form. Doesn't know You don't know what's you're going to expect with Manchester United. Are they going to win this game? Are they going to lose this game? Are they going to draw this game? You don't know. Is Harrison going to be on the scoring sheet, or is he going to have a clean sheet? You don't know. So with David De Gea having this quote unquote setback. Oh, let me speak on David De Gea a bit. David De Gea, despite conceding, he's actually been very good this season. He has actually saved us from being skinned more by other clubs. But because he's conceded a good amount of goals, that's going to cloud over, and that's going to override the saves that he's made. I think Cassius said that you could make 100 saves or 150 saves or a lot of saves, but you make one mistake as a goalkeeper, and that's going to supersede any of your reputation as a good keeper. No, that's not the exact words he was saying, but that is true to a degree. Look at Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard, as good as a player he was for Liverpool, just one slip. No, I don't even think it's the first slip he's made in his career. He's made a few slips, alright. I remember he gave away the ball to Didier Drogba to score against in a final or in the Carabao Cup or something like that. He's made a few couple mistakes, Steven Gerrard. But the biggest mistake that he made was when Liverpool was on the verge of winning their first Premier League trophy in April of 2014. And that one slip from Saka making the pass to Steven Gerrard, which is a bad pass from Saka now, because you as a centre back, although I'm no centre back by any stretch, but at least give that to your fullback on your better foot. Saka is left footed. Why are you passing the ball inside to your midfielder that has dropped to collect the ball? Ignore him, man. I mean, hindsight is 2020, right? But at the same time, this has really tainted the reputation of Steven Gerrard, much to the chagrin of kids that are growing up saying, or if you ask a kid right now, Steven Gerrard, oh, you mean the guy that slipped against Chelsea? Against Chelsea? The guy that gave them about the goal? That's football for you, man. That's football in a nutshell. Any small slip up you do in your football career, man, and it just taints your reputation. Persons remember Zinedine Zidane for that infamous red card he did in the World Cup final. This was his last game, not only for France, but his last game as a football player, period. And in that game, my man got sent off. He lost his ball head. He lost his head. He lost his head and got sent off. And persons remember Zinedine Zidane for that. Doesn't matter of how great a midfielder or a great maestro he was for Juventus and for Real Madrid. But that one red card, now again, I'm not saying Zidane was no saint, because he got a few red cards in his day, Zidane. He got a few red cards in his day. But that one red card in the Champions League, in the World Cup finals in 2006, clouded whatever he has done as a great player. Now, of course, I'm not talking about all persons, but some person are saying, yeah, man, the first thing that come up to my mind when I hear Zidane is that red card he did against Italy, Materazzi. So, let me see. Okay, the 39th minute. I want to finish this in a few minutes. Give me a second there. The next piece of news we have here. Oh, I plan on watching the El Clasico today. I mean, The El Clasico is not the same as it was in 2000 since 2017. The El Clasico starts to lose its sweet flavor since Neymar left in 2017. The following year, Ronaldo left Real Madrid, so the savor lost its taste a bit, a couple notches. Messi moved away from Barcelona in 2021. Take that down here, sir. And of course, a few other players left, but the El Clasico is not as juicy as it was in the early 2010s when it was just peak Real Madrid, Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola on the sideline, Sergio Ramos versus Puyol, is me Carvalho against Pepe, Messi against Cristiano Ronaldo, Di Maria against Pedro, David Villa, Benzema. That was that was the peak of the El Clasico. Yeah, I'm gonna watch El Clasico this afternoon. It starts in a few. It starts in 2 hours. It starts in 2 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, yeah. So let me see if I can find any other latest news regarding Manchester United. Ajax ready for Manchester United to make Eric Ten Hag approach. Now this is the manager for Ajax, and I haven't seen much of him, but I'm pretty sure that seeing that he's from Holland, he knows the way that Holland plays football, and he has implemented, but not so much implemented, because Ajax we're playing Ajax football no way, even without it, because Ajax is born in total football. They know what it's like. Their godfather is Johan Cruyff. They know football when they see it. So to bring this youth at Manchester United, what's his name? Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. Is his up? Think of the players that we have at Manchester United. Is his approach going to be is it going to prove to be beneficiary to the players at Manchester United? Or he can be adaptable in his approach as a manager. Which one is it? Which one is it? I would stick with Pochettino, man. I've rated Pochettino for a long period of time, but I think Pochettino should come back to Manchester. Oh, a final thing. Paul Pogba got robbed. I think it was on his birthday or the day after his birthday. That's foul, man. What's up with you guys? I bet say some of you Paul Pogba haters too. Come rob the man. So, okay, this is my last question before I shut up my mouth. Given that we're out of the Champions League, we're out of the FA Cup, we've been out of the race for the title. Like, let's not even mention that. We're out of the Carabao Cup. What is to be expected for Manchester United this season? What are the expectations? What are the goals? What are the objectives? What is the outcome for Manchester United after the end of this season? Is it to get top four? But as I said before, if we get top four and we don't do well in the Champions League, and it's like a recycle, we get top four, get Champions League, drop out of the round of 16, get top four in the Champions League, get run out of the group stage. If we're in the top four, we need to be rest assured that we're going to improve for the next season. This cannot be an ongoing thing. We cannot be a broken record loop player that's getting promotion to the Champions League if you get there and dropping out of the run of 16 or even in the group stage. God forbid. What is the end goal for Manchester United ultimately? Yes, we know that Ralph Ragnick is not going to be here long term. We know that. But at the same time, what is Manchester? Are you saying that Ronaldo is going to get 20? Yes, Ronaldo is going to get 25 league goals at the end of the season. That's a goal. That's not an ultimate goal to look forward to. Plus, that is coming from a player's perspective, not a team's perspective. See, Ronaldo is already self-centered, so we don't want any more self-centeredness from him. Make him stay in his box and go play with himself. And go sell his brief, go promote whatever he's trying to promote. And get his goal and it goes on the football pitch. I ain't knocking that. But from a team's perspective, including the manager Ralph Ragnick, what is Manchester United's goal at the end of the season? Is it to get top four? Because Arsenal is doing good at the moment, I'll have to admit that. But again, even if we get top four, man, and we get Champions League for next season, and what if we get, not to think negatively, but knowing Manchester United and the reputation, man, you think Manchester United is going to advance to the next round, not round of 16, but the quarter final? Some person may say, the transfers, bro, the transfers in the transfer market is going to bust. Bridget, did you listen to what I was saying earlier in this video podcast? I said, even Rio Ferdinand said it. You can make the best transfers. You can sign Baresi, you could sign Maldini, you could sign Totti, you could sign Icardi, you could sign Lionel Messi, Zanetti, Balotelli. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. If that side doesn't have an implemented system that's presiding under them, then that side ain't go nowhere. It's not go nowhere. That's the problem we had with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's why even if we had good players like Bruno and Pogba and Sancho and CR7 and those players, there was no system that was leading us forward. It's like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was just telling the players, say, all right, gents, go on the football pitch and do your best. You know, when you lose the ball, just come back, soak up pressure, then you counter attack. That's an implemented system. That's what Burnley does, man. They soak pressure and then release. Them course, then them release. We're not Burnley. We're better than that. So with that being said, leave your comments down below in the comment section. Show your appreciation by liking the like button like this. If you dislike of and disapprove of the content of this video, hit that thumbs down button right now. Subscribe to the channel, share it to other Manchester United fans, and I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast. Oh, hold on. I wonder which. Okay, I'll say that in the next video podcast. Deuce.